In this part we are going to add the camera shake and basically finish our game. So let's do that. So for our camera shake, on wall hit, so let's go to script and we basically register our wall hit in the player controller. Open this up. So here on wall hit, you will simply say that since we are using prime tween, we will say tween dot camera. So it already had a shake camera, and the shake camera basically takes in our main camera and the strength and some other properties, but currently we'll only use the strength. So for the main camera we'll say camera dot main, and let's keep the strength at 0.25 for now, and let's test this out. Okay, I think 0.25 is a good value. Looks good. And another thing we can do is let's see if it has a duration, which is by default 0.5. So for the duration, let's give it a value of something like 0.25, so it's quick. Okay, this looks good, but the shake is a bit low, so let's increase the value to 0.5, and let's keep the duration at 0.25. Hit save and let's test. I think this value is okay and our camera shake is good enough. So another thing we need to do is basically save our current score, basically save our high score if our current score is greater than the saved high score. So let's do that. We will use player prefs, and we will do that inside our score manager. So let's create a function quickly. Public void save score, and we'll say that first of all, before finishing this function, let's create a keys for our player pref saves. So the first key is going to be private const string. This is going to be my high score, and it's going to be equal to high score. We'll say that player prefs dot save, this is going to basically take in a key. So our key is going to be high score, and the value is going to be my high score, which is basically my current score when it's greater than the saved high score. Okay, we should use set integer, this one, and this is how we save our current score in the high score value. But when will we save it in the high score? If my current score is less than player prefs dot get key, this is going to be the high score, and the default value is going to be 0. So if it's greater than my player prefs already saved value, and if there is no saved value, it will give me the value of 0. Looks good. And now inside our player controller, when we increment our score, here, so inside the increment score, we already have a save score, so I think we can make this private since it's going to be used here. Save score, so each time the score is incremented, it will compare it with the save score, and if it's greater than the save score, or current score is when it's greater than the save score, then we will save it in the high score variable. And then inside, let's create a new function, public integer get high score, and this will basically return my current score if it's greater than the saved score. If current score is greater than the player prefs or get high score, the default value is 0 if it's not saved, so and this time it will not be 0, so it looks okay. If it's greater than the high score, then return the current score, else return my already saved score. Else we will return the high score. So inside my UI manager now, so let's open it up from here, our UI manager. When our player dies, when we show the game over panel for the high score text, let's create it here, serialize field, private text mesh pro. This is going to be my high score UI, and same thing, let's fix this serialize field, and let's do the same thing here for my serialize field game over score UI, game over current score UI. Here what we are going to do is on the panel sets active, we are going to say that game over current score UI equal to my current score, which is basically the score manager dot instance dot get score, and make it to convert it to a string. This should be dot text, and after that we need to update our high score UI as well. For that, what we are going to do is we are going to say high score UI dot text is equal to score manager dot instance dot get high score dot toString. Okay, everything looks okay, so let's quickly play and test. Okay, we forgot to attach the actual UI, so this is my, wait a moment, I mixed something. This is the high score text. Okay, we need to attach this one. This is my actual high score, so my high score will go over here and my current score will go over here. Disable the game over panel, save the scene, press play, and let's test. So my high score is 1. I die. I should see 1 in both of them, and I press restart. I die again with the score of 0. I should see 1 in my high score and 0 in my current score. Let's make the score 2 and then die. So here, now my high score should be 2. If I restart and die again, now my high score is going to be changed to 2. So it's working perfectly. So our game loop is basically complete, and we also added a few particle effects. You can tweak this game and add land renders to the player, add more particle effects and UI effects, and make the game feel really good. I hope you guys enjoyed this small series, and I'll see you next time.